Stephon Diggs.
And while that touchdown does not give them to a team,
they'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Situation, if you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. If it goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That's caught by his tight end, Shockey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he's got Shockey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here we go with 2nd and 7. Throwing again, Griffin. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
On 3rd down, Griffin. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll come out in the pistol. The final act of the first half. Dalton is going to let this one go deep. And that's caught at the 25. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook one. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on off. Offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. Dalton throwing on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. The one running back is Gurley. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's Dalton, dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. So they are going for it. Now Dalton. He's got time in the pocket. And Tate's got it. That'll be a pickup of 29 yards there. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Throwing. Dalton out to his left. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
So just 1 yard to go here on third down. Despite only needing one, Dalton to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Golden Tate, 43 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Novak is on to attempt the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. And here comes Diggs. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Second down following the incompletion. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Griffin. He's going to try and go deep again. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Marcus Golston, 74 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
Time running out here on the play clock. Griffin will try and throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Oh, the Cowboys recovered it. Yes, Cowboy football. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
To throw is RG3. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Play clock winding down. They go play action with Griffin. He's got time. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Marcus Golston with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the Dolphins are going to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things.
Stephon Diggs. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. Well, go ahead and mark that down as one of the most bizarre first down calls in the history of the National Football League. A fake, and it backfires.
Well, we've seen a lot
of first down.
Yeah, you're right. And we've seen a lot of innovation throughout the years in the NFL. I mean, we've gone from the single wing to the T formation to shotgun, right? Running spread, run and shoot, you name it, right?
To first down field goal
First down field goal fakes. I think that's an innovation that will not catch on.
So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And, let's face it, you now come away with something, and there they get 3.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, Steel Curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the Steel Curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were. Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
On third down, Griffin. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to go to Marshall that time. Now fourth down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. Oh, but he'll be stopped well short of the first down marker, and it's a turnover on downs. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Flush to his right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Todd Gurley, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Griffin. He shakes him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On 2nd down, here's Griffin. And pressure comes. once again. A former Cowboy, Charles Haley, in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. They go play action. Griffin. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. He's got a man. Complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Every time I see a coach challenge a spot, that makes me a little bit nervous for that coach. Those are very difficult to get overturned.
Well, the biggest reason, correct me if I'm wrong, is just technology. A lot of times you just don't have the angle.
Yeah, I think all the coaches, when they want to challenge that type of a play, they want to put the magnets or the things, the sensors in the ball to show exactly where it is. But right now, it's all about us humans.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go with Williams. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. And the Dolphins' offense now ready to go back out on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. And now they're in the hurry-up. 2nd down, Dalton. And this one complete right side to Funchess. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because we
go down. They got him for a sack. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. He's going to launch this thing. Wait. He's got it at the 15. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows a coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Back to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Shockey. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
Back to throw. Finding time. being chased out left. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some...
Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. This to make it a 2-score game. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And this score will stay right where it is. I guess I got to hand it to him. That was ambitious.
Well, that's one way to put it.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. They'll come out in the pistol. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Throwing now is Griffin. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. One last shot for RG3. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Draft Champions here on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com/Madden. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.
I wanna sit on private planes. I wanna scream my name on top of the Eiffel Tower. On the Eiffel Tower. I wanna hit that blackjack.